W7, I just made it, you guys. So for you golf folks, you don't know this yet. My basketball kids know this. My volleyball kids know this. My softball kids know this. I get a grace period of 15 minutes from any time that we say we're going to start. So I said 8 o'clock. It is 8. It was 8:14 when I logged in. So I think I'm in good shape. So for you golfers, you'll get to know this about me. I am chronically, habitually, terribly late, and that's why I don't play golf. I'd show up to play, and you guys would be on the 6th hole already, saying, what happened to this guy? So that's one of many, many reasons I don't play. But I love the sport. First of all, welcome. Thanks for joining. Hope you guys had a great weekend. For me, it went way too fast. We had a fantastic time Friday at Black Wolf Run. That course is everything that it's been made out to be and 1,000 times more. If you get an opportunity to go and play there, or even just go to an event there, absolutely get on it if you haven't been there before. And they do a great job up there. They took really great care of us. A big thanks to the club up there. Also, big thanks to the WPGA. They were very gracious in letting us kind of come in and do what we wanted and kind of take over the course and figure out, well, where we're going to put this camera, and I don't know, let's put it in the middle of the fairway. And they're like, well, yeah, you might get hit, but I guess it's okay. Tony Pritchard, Andy Landenberger, thank you guys. We had a great time. And of course, a big thanks to Ed Swab joining our team this year, doing all the golf analysis work that you guys do not want from me. And Ed is a fantastic addition to our team. Ed Rowie on the play-by-play, of course, as well. So with all that said, we had a great weekend. It went too fast. Back to the grind tomorrow, but let's give you something to look forward to. So first of all, golf players, my goodness, we finally made it. Tomorrow's opening day. Are you guys excited or what? I hope so, because we're really excited to spend time with you in the next 30, 45 days and really try to make this as meaningful a season as we can for you. If you don't know us, we are W7 Productions. I started this organization, it'll be 3 years ago in December, believe it or not, with the idea of promoting and delivering a game day experience for high school girls athletics. I've spent years and years seeing how much attention boys get in comparison. Now, I will caveat and say it's getting less and less, so I don't think the boys get enough either, but the girls get dramatically, drastically, ridiculously less. So my daughter played high school varsity basketball. We go to games. There were 13 people in the bleachers, and I said, I want to do something for high school girls athletics if an opportunity ever presents itself. Flash forward about 15 years, and here we are into year 3, and absolutely loving it. Love what we do. Love hanging out with the kids, the coaches, the ADs, the families. We really have a great time. I could probably count on one hand in the last 3 years the times we have not had a great, outstanding experience. So thanks for that, and we're expecting the same thing in golf. And if Friday was any indication, my goodness, we're in for a great season. Let me pull up. I've got some slides here that I want to share with you all. So tonight is our schedule reveal show. So let me share this with y'all. If I can make this happen, I think I can. There we go. So we'll go split screen on this, and we did a lot of this on Friday at the WPGA, and I'll tell you, the feedback we got was tremendous from families, from the WPGA, from the Golf Coaches Association. I mean, it was very, very solid. So we'll plan on doing this a lot in the coming year. And players, if you see this little guy right here, this is actually a wireless microphone, and we had some of the girls try it out Friday at Black Wolf Run. We also did it at Germantown for a softball tournament. So we're going to use these things this year to mic you guys up and get people inside. What goes on with a female athlete as far as competition goes. So my only request to you is just be who you are. Now, there's one kid, I won't mention her name, but she was a little too much of who she is. But she warned me. So I'm going to ask that we keep the language. I get things slip and things happen, and you guys aren't, 9 years old. I get that. But as much as we can, we got grandparents watching and all that type of stuff. So help me out and, make sure that I don't get angry phone calls or messages saying, this kid was swearing on the microphone. And again, it's really just not an issue with our girls. So I say it more in joking than anything else. But tonight we want to go through what our schedule is going to be for golf and spend some time on this. And I got some help from the Coaches Association and from our team. Big shout out to Larry Klein, also one of our producers and also a head cameraman for us, and Ryan Ellerbush as well. So our team continues to kind of grow, and we love that and want to keep doing that as much as we can. I always say, we pay terrible compensation, but we make up for it with horrible hours. So if that sounds like something that you'd be interested in, let me know, and we'd love to talk to you more about what it is that we do, and maybe some of the ways we could use your skills. If you say, I don't have the skills to do this, I don't do, you know what? You never know. Let's talk, and I guarantee you we'll find something that will fit you and help you, help us, help the girls. And everything we do, it is for the girls. And with golf this year, a big shout out to Slinger Girls Golf. They kind of gave us this idea for the girls, F-O-R-E, the girls, obviously for golf. So we started that out Friday. Love it. And girls, when we ask you everything W7 does, we do for who? I expect to hear for the girls. So you guys know the drill. Look forward to talking to you then. Our title sponsor this year is Slinger Boys, Friends and Supporters of Slinger Boys Golf. And really what that means is that some families came to us and said, we would like to support what you're doing in girls golf because we want to grow the game. We also would love to help promote Slinger because we love Slinger. And we also want to promote W7 because we love W7. So they actually got together and said, let's do this and let's be your title sponsor. So our sponsor is actually the supporters of Slinger Boys Golf. Now, don't mistake this for the Slinger Boys Golf team is chipping in money to us and taking away from Slinger Boys Golf. That's not what it is. These are private funds, but they're the supporters of Slinger Boys Golf. They didn't ask for this, but we offered up afterwards that we'd like to come out in the spring and do a day with the Slinger Boys Golf team and just kind of hang out with the guys and do some filming and kind of do some goofing around. And they thought that would be okay. And I would also tell the boys team and coaches, any of the events that you guys see here, if you have an interest, if you're not doing something already and you're like, hey, I need something to do on a Tuesday afternoon, let me know. We'd love, or don't let me know, just come out. We'd love to have you guys join us, be part of us. We can give you stuff to do, and you get to hang out with pretty girls all day. So, there's worse things in the world than that. But Slinger Boys Golf, supporters of Slinger Boys Golf, thank you guys a million times over. If it wasn't for you guys, this wouldn't be happening. So thank you for that. Now, with all that said, let me get into the actual schedule, which is really the reason that most of you are probably here, rather than just to hear me, jabber. I will say, just like we do with volleyball and softball and basketball, consider this schedule released in pencil, not pen. So this is, again, is our first year, so there may be a mistake or two that I made in putting this together where somebody comes back to me and says, hey, this is a JV tournament, or hey, this is a youth tournament or something like that. I don't think that's going to happen, but you never know. And with the whole COVID thing, there are things that maybe were originally planned that now are being reconsidered or rethought, and the dates may shuffle. And so we'll get this on our website for you guys to look at. But again, understand, and we'll give you notice if it happens, but understand that the dates may change based on, as the world changes. So with that said, let me get started here. So our opener is going to be, let me pull this up in full screen so you guys can actually see what we're talking about here. Our opener is going to be August 20th, which is this Thursday, the Brookfield Central Homestead Invitational. And you can see this is August 20th. It's a all-day event, I believe 9 o'clock approximately start time. You can see all the teams that are involved here: Arrowhead, BC, Cedarburg, DSHA, Franklin, Hamilton, Hartford, Kettle Moraine, Homestead, Falls, Nicolay, Notre Dame, Oconomowoc, Onalaska, Waukesha South, and Whitefish Bay. That's August 20th. And the way that we're going to do golf this year is it's not possible for us to have our cameras on every hole. I mean, that's just not feasible for us and what we do. But what we did on Friday and what worked really, really well is having cameras split over 2 holes. We did hole 8 and hole 9 at Black Wolf Run. It worked fantastically. So we were able to get tee shots from both holes, putts from both holes, and also iron shots from both holes. So I think we can spread out over a couple holes and plan on just covering everybody as they kind of come through. Germantown, you guys are our home school this year. We're going to do some special things with Germantown this year. I'm not ready to talk about that yet tonight, but G-Town, you guys came through for us huge in the fundraiser this year, and we're going to come through huge for you in all sports this year, 2021. So get ready for that. We'll have some special announcements coming about Germantown girls golf and things we're going to do with them. But that's kind of our plan for golf as far as, how do we cover it and how do we present it. Ed Rowie does the play-by-play. Ed Swab does the color commentary. I was asked not to do either because I get a little bit loud, as I think most of you probably know me by now. And that's probably not the best thing on a golf course. Plus, really for me, this is an opportunity for me to kind of take a step back, run cameras, be with the kids. And for those of you that know what we're about, the highlight for me is being on the floor in pregame for basketball and volleyball with the kids, and on the field for softball, with the kids, kind of just joking around with them before the game. So to me, it's a win-win for sure. And the Eds have it covered, and I'm just going to try and stay out of their way and try to give them some good camera shots. And Larry and Ryan will be joining me as well on doing some of that work. So that's kind of our format for golf. But August 20th is our first meet, and then we're going to take about 11 days off to recharge from that and come back and do the Washington County invite, which is August 31st, 2020. And again, I won't go through the whole list of teams, but I mean, there are about 20 teams on here. And our goal is to get as much coverage as we can, as many of the kids. You guys know how this goes. Sometimes we got to change out power or change out batteries, and one group may go through and we didn't get a chance to get you guys, but we'll try to get you up the next time. So the great thing about our kids and our followers is they really understand that, and they understand that, hey, we try to do everything we can to get everybody some camera time. But again, things come up. But I expect we'll have great coverage of all these teams on August 31st. So that is August 31st, and it's at the Washington County course. So that's an all-day event as well. Some special events that we're going to do, or actually regularly scheduled events. The Greater Metro Conference, and if you with the GMC, we actually started with the GMC with Brookfield Central, West Dallas, Hale, and some of those schools. And Menominee Falls kind of got us our start in athletics and girls athletics. And so we always say, we try to be for everybody, but we're the Since Germantown is our home school team this year, we're going to do three GMC mini meets. So those are afternoon matches. Metro Conference, you're going to get sick of us before this season's over. But those will be mini meets those 3 days, the 2nd, the 10th, and the 21st. Let's move on. Let me come to the next one here. I won't keep you guys on too long. I know everybody's got stuff to do. So our next event will be September 3rd. So the very next day, we'll turn right back around and do a Woodland mini meet. I will also just mention that there's still some final approvals I got to get from some ADs and coaches and stuff. So this is more tentative than anything else, but I don't expect any pushback on us coming out and doing these events. September 3rd is the Woodland mini meet. I know Pewaukee is in it, Pius, and a couple other schools. That's actually at the Pewaukee Golf Club, September 3rd. So we'll be in Pewaukee for that event, September 3rd. Next one is the West Bend Co-op. This is at the West Bend Country Club on September 8th at 4 o'clock, and that is Cedarburg, Hartford, Homestead, Kewaskum, Nicolay, Slinger, and Whitefish Bay. So that is September 8th, and again, that's kind of sandwiched in between those mini meets that we're doing with the GMC. So that one's at the West Bend Country Club on September 8th. Then a really big highlight for us, September 17th, we'll be at Erin Hills, which those of you in the golf world know how special that place is for sure. I played it once, probably 10 years ago. We won't talk about how I did, but the course was fantastic. Germantown, Kettle Moraine Lutheran, Kewaskum, Slinger, and West Bend West for that event. September 17th, that's a 2 o'clock scramble on the 17th, live from Erin Hills. And again, assuming we have good signal and everything else, I think that the picture and the video from that historic place is going to be every bit as amazing as we saw on Friday from Black Wolf Run. And I'll tell you guys, we're really excited because we're really getting to cover some amazing courses and really just see golf in Wisconsin. And I could not be more thrilled about that opportunity. So our last one that we're going to talk about is the GMC Championship. That's September 23rd. at 9 o'clock in the morning. So that's an all-day event on the 23rd, and that's at Nagawaki, which Nag is actually about 10 minutes from my house. I've played there many, many times, and again, we won't talk about the results, but great course, very historic, and it'll be the GMC conference tournament on that day, September 23rd. Let me come back live here. There are a couple other things that we're looking at. I don't have them firmed up yet. I want to do something in the Fox Valley. There was an event I was looking at, but it looks like it got canceled. So I'm going to reach out to our friends up there and see if we can do something in the Valley for sure during the season. So more to come on that. And then we may have one other event, again, that's still kind of in the works, but that may be coming soon as well. So that, at a high level is our schedule for the upcoming golf season. Again, we're really excited to be joining the players this year for girls golf. And again, if you know us, we're not about, hey, we're only with these teams or just the best teams. We're for all the girls. And so whether you're, all-state first team, which is fantastic, or, hey, this is your first year picking up a club, we're here to support you. We're here to lift you guys up and do everything we can to give you a great game day experience that I don't think you've gotten before, but that you really deserve. So that is our plan for golf this season. I know I went through it kind of quick, but I started late, and when I do that, I like to try to at least end on time. Any questions or comments, feel free to email me, info@productionsw7.com. I don't have it on the screen, but info@productionsw7.com is my email address. Of course, this will all be on our calendar, www.productionsw7.com. And again, big thanks to the Wisconsin High School Golf Coach Association, and a huge thanks to the supporters of Slingers Boys Golf for making this season happen for us, and so that we can do everything that we do